we're live on a Sunday fun day. I am your hostess with the mostest, the High Priestess Phoenix. I am your spiritual healer, teacher, shaman, seer, oracle, lightworker, starseed, earth angel, mystic, medium, psychic, witch, yogi, guru, evangelist, North American Sybil, messenger of God, child of God, the Lilith reincarnated, here on a Sunday. I didn't plan on doing this. I mean, I kept getting a little riled up to where I was getting some energy. And right now I got irritated again, and I had a message. I was like, we can go off of that, and I can do something with that. What was it? Well, people are, they want their life to have meaning. They want to show you how important their life is and how, I don't know. What am I talking about? Wolfman posted this shit. He's trying to get people to watch his fucking vlog. First off, who uses that term? What the fuck is a vlog? Let me ask my daughter. She's real smart. Amelia, what's a vlog?
It's like a video of, usually from people who stream stuff.
What's the difference between a blog and a vlog?
A vlog is usually writing, where they write out everything. And vlogs are usually recordings and videos.
Okay.
Something like that.
Thank you. You're so smart. I knew you would have the answer for me as I'm digging through all these fucking cards.
Vlogs are usually like horror stories and stuff.
Okay.
They lost the element.
Alright, so anyways, he's trying to get you to look at his fucking... Look at me. I can't stand people like that. Let me just start with that. So naturally, it's not him. It's any of you that do this fucking type behavior. Wonder why I call you bitch. I'm about to explain to you why. You're out selling yourself to the world. You're selling yourself short as soon as I said that. I am fucking totally just digging, dude. I have pulled out almost all my cards here. Sorry. What am I looking for? I don't know. I'm just digging, I guess. I'm looking for the Lumerians, to be honest. Anyways, everybody is just like, you're on the internet, and you want everybody to look at you. And you want them to have, you want to have something for people to look at. And you want them to, like you and shit. Be proud of your hard works and shit. And everything you're doing. And you have to, keep relevant. And you gotta, keep them interested and make your life seem, like something cool is happening. I've literally been through all my cards and didn't find it. Okay, I need to slow down. So, the sentence started with, everybody just wants their lives to have meaning. I get that. But can I tell you something? I think your lives are meaningless. I'm not... Alright, that's why. Because there's a fucking Kali card on the back of my fucking... there was a Kali card, my Yantra card, was on the back of my Lumerians card. That's why I was getting so confused over here. I couldn't find them. Okay. Meaning these were the Lumerians, but I saw the Kali from the back. It's a sense of self-importance, you know what I mean? You have to establish your identity amongst your peers and people and whatever. You have to sell something. You have to have something worthwhile that people want, right? Is what it is. So he's out there selling himself. And as I say, selling himself short. Meaning he's not doing this, he's not going to have an adventure or an experience. The Wolfman experience. It's all about doing it for the fans. It's doing it, the intention behind the action is what I mean. And I want to use this as a moment, take a moment of silence to ask you, the rest of you, as we're going to get to the point of finishing up. I could start that here. No, it's Sunday. I got all this shit out. I just want you to ask yourself about yourself and others. Question the intention. Why am I doing this? And that's how I was able to control my mind. I thought about it again today. I had a moment with my mind. It's like my mind has been trained. I have brainwashed myself, reprogrammed my mind, and I teach you how to reprogram yours or brainwash yourself into believing some good shit, right? A new way of life, how to look at things. I show you how to see it in the Christ consciousness. I teach you a conscious level of thinking and being. Okay, so with that being said, I want you to question, why am I doing this? Am I doing this? Am I just chasing? And the answer is yes, most definitely. You very much are. The question is, what are you chasing? Everything you go after, and that's what chasing is. You're going after something. You're after something. That's what you need to recognize first off. That's what chasing means. You're after something. All I have right now is one card. I just want you to know I have all my cards spread out all over the floor. I have all my religious books. I have everything out. But all I'm working with right now with this whole story is one card. All I know is we're going to pick one card out of all this bullshit. And we'll go from there. I just want to tell you that. Like, I don't have a plan here other than to put this card back where it came from. And I haven't even got there. So I just want you to be aware of that. You know what I mean? So why is he doing what he's doing? To sell himself to the internet, to further his reach, which in essence is to, I mean, now I could get really angry. Breathe. I posted in my community page his Sagittarius video. In the middle of it, he said, I need a Sagittarius fuck buddy. I don't need a relationship, just a fuck buddy. You are so demeaning. And how many dick-hungry bitches are going to answer that call? But that's all you're getting is dick-hungry bitches when you put out that kind of signal. Sorry, let me breathe that one out. Why does that bother me? I was looking for love and I found lust. Even the lust that I had with Bobby was love, bro. You don't know what love is. You have absolutely... How can a person that doesn't know what love is do love readings? Breathe. I had to close my eyes and put my hands in prayer over my face. I have so many great techniques to shutting my motherfucking mouth and holding this shit in and alchemizing it so I don't ruin a person. Give me a minute. Because right now, these are all characteristics that men have been destroyed before you for smaller shit than this. I'm about to say something real hurtful. Hold on. You are the fucking scum underneath a fucking uncircumcised dick. And because you're a Mexican dude from San Diego, I guarantee you're uncircumcised. Because your poor ass mama didn't pay for that shit. It isn't in her culture. The reason that you treat women like this is because your poor ass mama didn't give you love. And you see your sisters out here getting lusted on and getting all the fame and attention. Bitch, I got your number, bro, and you disgust me. Now, this is your life, and you're gonna go on living at being the filthy fucking fuck toy that you are. You're a reused pocket pussy, bro. Out the garbage. Truthfully. Sanitized, not even fucking bleached. That's how fucking desperate you are. In the essence, though, what pisses me off about this is that I was put in a place, and this is that pride, to extend myself to a slime ball, a fucking walking XTD like you. As I said in that post, you have third world dick. You fuck third world bitches, and their currency doesn't equal $1 in our country. You're filth, bro. Now the question is, why are you so filthy? Because it works for you. You've been this way for how many years? You said 17? Might be time to change your ways. Have you met Jesus, our Savior? Sorry, I knew it was going to come out. It had to. I can't hold that in. My true feelings, I can't hold in. This is what it is. It's not about words, guys. The words are powerful, bro. And that's why I have to be careful with my words. I can't hold in my feelings. You truly disgust me. I would rather sit there and fucking suck off rust than the very thought of you taking off your shirt and coming near me with the disgusting energy that you have left over on you. You are leftover third world trash, bro. And you're trying to sell it to Americans at the high price of what? We're not buying it, bro. You can't afford to do those things in our country, so you go to these cheap-ass countries, find these cheap-ass adventures, and post them on the internet that you're, a cheap hoe. Oh, sorry. Not sorry, bro. That's how I truly feel about you. I am entitled to my feelings. My feelings and everybody's feelings are a result of people's actions. We can choose to act in those feelings. We can choose to change those feelings based on our perception. But I can't lie to myself and tell myself you're anything but trash when you come out here filthy, stanky, smelly, pussy, moldy, every fucking day. I can't make myself believe that you're anything better than what you show me you are. And as you're showing off, again, there's those of us that have the eyes to see the words you are saying. And that goes back to it. I had said this to my twin flames 2 years ago when I started astral traveling to their rooms and found out they were sitting around all day in their fucking underwear. So what kind of respectful fucking men are you that you don't even get up and put on a pair of fucking pants? You don't fucking brush your teeth or your hair. You just sit there scratching your fucking balls in yesterday's underwear. And he comes out on his videos and he literally stands up in them. No respect. Why? Because he's selling you his cock. A bunch of women. And there's men in there that asked if he's gay. I'm sure he will. I'm sure if you get him at night, he'll go both ways. It's that bromance, right? He can keep a couple of homies, but he can't keep a girl? Interesting. Interesting. Now, yes, he is the straw that broke the camel's back. Fucking camel toe. But the point of it is why do people do such things? I spend all of my time questioning what the fuck you are thinking. Why, God? Why are they doing these things, bro? And it's always the same answer. Attention, love, affection. I want you guys to become aware of your behaviors, bro. What you're doing and why you're doing it. I want you to become aware of your chasing behaviors and your show-off behaviors. That you think that you really are getting on the internet and showing off. Fine. You're trying to be a better show-off than everyone else. That's what the internet is about, showing off. Okay, now the next thing I want you to do is, what am I showing off and why do I want people to see this? Do I just want people's attention, or is there something really important about what I'm showing? And why do I want them to see what I'm showing? Is it important for them, or it's important for me for them to be part of my world? Is this important for them? Or you're trying to make yourself, and this is called self-imposed superiority, you're trying to make yourself important. I saw Russ today. He had to, he just can't stop himself. He cannot not brag about his hard works. He goes out there in a story and he brags about, his song becoming part of some kind of chart. Every time it hits the charts, his heart stops. But it's not something real. It's like the rest of you. Every time you hit the dance floor, every time you hit the gym, whatever, bro, it's so unreal. The things you're feeding yourselves with. And so he does this. Why? He can't just be proud of his work. No, he wants you to be proud of him. Look at what my song is doing. As if it's supposed to what? Make us go listen to it more? Or you want a high five? You want to clap on the back or whatever? Where does that come from? Go look at his fucking TikTok. How he goes and fucking pours his heart out talking about his parents' parenting made him like this. I get so sick and tired of watching you guys pour out your fucking hearts and show how fucking how fucking weak and useless you are, but take no action to change it. How you just stay in this perpetual bullshit. Like, you just keep showing your ass, and you wonder why I call you bitch every fucking day. Because you're out here being a bitch every fucking day, bro. This is some bitch-ass shit. In the essence, what are you doing? I have... Okay, it's balancing out right now. I have 54% males and 47 and something females. I want to ask my collective, what are they doing? Are they out here being some bitches, bro? Like, this is shit that women do on the internet? Am I lying or am I not? Am I telling you the truth and they try to argue that's not what they're doing on the internet? That they're not constantly, and I'm seeing Mike Stud right now. It's like, you're not constantly, and Marshall, you've been doing it for fucking 72 hours this whole weekend. You've been posting every fucking 4 hours about some fucking merch and some old-ass album from 25 motherfucking years ago, bro. You even had the nerve to re-upload the old-ass songs with the new cover art on YouTube? Because you ain't got nothing new? Houdini's done did it. It's over. You done killed Slim Shady. The murder, it's over. And you're still trying to hold on to the death of it, or what? Lewis, how was your Monaco race, bitch? Oh, you didn't win. Yeah, no. Maybe, better luck next time. I can't understand why you can't understand. And so for everyone else, stand back and look at them. They're not going to change, but I want you to be aware of, you know what I mean? You, in your own skin, have an ability to evaluate yourself and your behaviors that are similar to theirs and take control over your chasing, begging, bitch-ass behaviors. That goes for males, females, and children. I have them from 13 to 61, bro. I know you're in there. Can you hear me? I cannot stop you. You must stop you. Kanye, you must stop you. Nobody could stop you. Can't nobody tell you shit. You have to tell yourself no. It's called self-control. Stop begging, you guys. Or feel the rejection, as I told you were all going to get. You're going to get nothing but rejection. Let's find out what the Lumerian card is behind the list. We do these cards in order. They're called the Beyond Lumerians by Izzy Ivy. The Violet Flame, number 52. That makes sense. Did you guys know about the Violet Flame? Well, here we go. We're going down a pipe hole. So, Melchizedek is part of the Violet Flame. It's the highest level. Again, if you're going from your chakras, in order to be part of the crown, you'd be part of the Violet, the Indigo. Again, I don't expect you guys to know. I'm just here to let you don't know. Let's start with Melchizedek, because of course, now we know him. Now we know. Let's talk about the Violets. Okay, they're part of the Diamond Ray, but let me take you back to, I think we actually talked about him just the other day. What was it? Raziel? I think it was what it was. Zadokal? Alright. The Violet Flame. It's the crown on top of your head. Miracles, wisdom, knowledge, unity, awareness, intelligence, bliss, understanding, inner knowing, claircognizance. Crystals are amethyst, lepidolite, violet sapphire. That sounds pretty. Scapolite, tanzanite, and cruzanite. Essential oil is violet. The stars is the Pleiades. Well, what do you guys got to say? Now that we said that. Alright, so they teach you, Zadokal teaches you freedom and transmutation. Zuriel teaches you diplomacy and fair play. And then, of course, you can tell by the color, you know what I mean, that he's all part of that. So let's get into, which one was this? We're pretty close to the end of this, 52. And then, what does that mean? We start all over again. Why? Because that's the wheel of life, bro. Alright, your psychic toolkit. Thanks, Melchizedek. I'm going to put him up. It's just, I know for sure, this is where it's coming from. This is ascension stuff. That's why I taught you. That's why I showed you. I know where these are coming from. These are their little workers. Your psychic toolkit, recentering practices, deepening your energetic awareness, clearing your aura, healthy energetic boundaries, protection, removing trauma from your field, maintaining a high vibration, rebalancing after times of raised frequency. On page 133, Sending Masters on deck. I'm just not up for it. I've had a really wonderful day of just laying in bed. I actually got woke up by the fucking lightning, bro. It was amazing. I was like, is that really thunder? And then I had this craziest craving for chocolate mousse. I put all my clothes on. I grabbed my purse, and I was like, this is kind of psychotic. I need to not do this. They were watching me. I was almost out the door on my way to go find a chocolate mousse pie. I was like, I need this in my life right now. And then I was like, all right, you're being dumb. Just chill for a little while. I'm still going after that. But anyways, I woke up and it was the most amazing lightning and thunderstorm. Like, I haven't heard thunder in Colorado do that. Only in Oklahoma had I ever heard thunder do that. And the shit that it's sending. And then I was reminded that, you know, we said we was going to do this. We were going to keep it as cool as we could for the summer and send all that fucked up weather down to the south. Get ready. Get it right. Get it tight. What does that mean? A new world is coming to you soon. In the essence, destruction of your old world, so you must build a new. As we deepen our spiritual path, step out of illusionary constructs and become self-realized, empowered beings, life may present us with more opportunities to grow than before. That's what it is. After you leave a situation, God presents you with a new situation. Not you. You guys keep going back to the same old situations because you haven't learned your lesson. This takes self-discipline to walk away and change your fucking behaviors. Change your mind. Put some self-discipline, restructure your way of life. This is all about, you know what I mean? And that's what it is. You need a coach. You need a therapist. You need a physical fitness. You need all of these people to help you walk through life. You need a whole community that keeps you, you know what I mean, intact. Bro, do the work. When we explore our innate healing ability, we may experience our expanding consciousness as deeply blissful and illuminating. Our glimpses of higher awareness can be followed by periods of intensity as we return to normal. Yeah, those are harsh. And that's it. It's like when you put the skin back on. Waking up in the morning is one of the hardest ones. As a soul, you just wake up in the skin. You're like, oh, fuck. Every time, you're like, oh, fuck. I gotta get control of this thing. I don't know, it's just like you have to get control of it right away. These uncomfortable experiences are shadow elements, unaligned with the higher vibration, dropping away so we can maintain our new frequency. And that's it. You have to make room for your spirit to fit comfortably in your body. Otherwise, the body takes over, bro, and that's your mind. It can happen. I told you, I've only recently been able to control this motherfucker, but tomorrow's a moon day. Let it hit tomorrow. It's a holiday, is what I heard. But in the essence, it's like, dude, you just go into your old patterns, dude. It's like, oh, man, I was doing so great. It's like 51st dates, bro. You just clear your slate, and you got to wake up again the next morning and literally apply everything. That's what it means to me, a master alchemist. You got to apply these techniques all day, every day, frequently, till it becomes a lifestyle, but still. You know what I mean? In the essence, like someone like me, I don't fucking drink water. I just don't. I mean, like, I have to be really thirsty and tired of sugar drinks or something like that to drink water. If I wanted to change this, I have to fucking consciously remind myself all the time to do this. If I wanted to. You hear, like, I'm not working on this. I'm telling you if I wanted to. You know, if I wanted to stop smoking cigarettes, if I wanted to. I don't want to do any of this. You can hear this. I don't care. I drink far more water in winter than I do in summer. Just to point that out. Why? I don't know. I always notice that, though. I drink tons of water in the winter. But in the essence, I'm holding water. Anyways, if I wanted to do it, I have to make this a conscious decision, and I have to consciously make conscious attempts at this regularly. I have to build a structure inside of my mind, and then it becomes, you know, a physical structure, but I still have to stay on that. Because what happens if I leave, you know, I build this structure in my house, right? But then I go for a weekend and I'm not in my house. So now I'm in a new structure, and now the structure that I had built here is not applying somewhere else. That's where you have to rebuild. You have to keep your mind. It's like a fucking child all the time. You have to keep it there, and that's where this comes. It's like, change doesn't happen overnight. Here comes Kobe. What's up, Kobe Cope? Oh, God. It's like, it's baby steps of doing it. You know what I mean? Repetitions, just keep doing it, and keep doing it, and keep doing it, and keep doing it. It's like, damn it, I told myself not to step that way. I know, keep doing it, and keep doing it. Until you're doing it, but you still got to keep doing it. You don't stop training yourself. That's all Kobe. He'll tell you that all the time. I see him. What an annoying person if that's how you lived. What am I saying? Him bouncing the ball all the time. That'd be annoying. I'd get tired of hearing that all day. Your sensitivity will be heightened, so it may be harder to spend time in places with frantic activity. Oh yeah, I told you. I don't fuck with you. I do. That's what happened. I'm so sensitive. Yesterday, I'm trying to just go to the fucking spiritual store. Just get in, get out. I want to be the first person in. That place opens at fucking 11. Just get in and get out, bro. Just get out. I'm driving down the street. In my 6'4". Thanks, Easy. Easy does it. And then I'm just going my normal route. And then there's bam! There's hundreds and hundreds of people. I'm like, where are all these people coming from? Get them off me. In the sense of, you guys look like you're having a great time, and I wish I could go out and hang out with you and walk down the street, but that's not what I get when I walk out. That's like taking a chihuahua out, and she doesn't feel comfortable with all this shit going on, dude. No, don't put me in a fucking stroller either. I just don't want to be out here with all these fucking people, bro. In the essence, it's okay, it's a farmer's market, and everybody's got all of their tents and stuff, and maybe there's 5 or 6, 10, 12 people, okay. When we're talking fucking 30s to 50s and we're rubbing shoulders and I'm touching you and I'm seeing your past lives and I'm seeing your trauma and I'm seeing your lies and cheating, get out of my face, bro. I don't even want to be out here. I don't even want to be nowhere near you motherfuckers, bro. It's really that disgusting. How much can you read a person? So much, bro. I don't want to look at them. All this information comes off of them at me. Anybody. Try not to make eye contact, dude. Get in, get out, dude. That's what I said. When I get in the stores, bro, get in, get out, dude. I take the fucking long route. I go past people. I put my head down. Just get in, get out, bro. It's nothing about you. It's that I get too much off you. The longer you talk, the more I'm around you, the more it's just pouring information about you into me. I don't even care. Get away from me. And so I had shared that. It was really funny. And right after I put, the Little Mermaid song, Wish I Could Be Part of That World. I started listening to it and I started to cry because it's I used to love, dude, to get dressed up and be part of the crowds. Any function, dudes, concerts, you know what I mean, street block parties, you know what I mean, whatever, bro, you fucking name it, bro. We were at all of the summer jams, the fucking, the holiday festivals, the pumpkin patches, the fucking, you name it, bro. Any kind of, let's get together for the fucking parks, and I loved being part of the crowds. Now I literally just want to, and a day today I was going to post that. It's dude, I love my peace. For a brief moment, it would have been nice to have a man to curl up to when I was all cozy in my bed watching, watching documentaries and eating good foods. It would have been nice to hold a man for right then. Just that one brief second, right? But when I woke up, I wouldn't have wanted him there. I just laid there thinking about chocolate and eating and listening to the fucking storm. And if I got up like the crazy person I was and I need a chocolate pie right now. I just need chocolates. You're not going to be okay with that. And then if I stop in the middle, I got all ready and everything, put my purse on and everything, it's okay, never mind. And then I stopped. You're not going to be okay with that. You're not going to be okay with my behaviors of how I tend to myself and my feelings. You know what I mean? How I let them go and my freedoms. You know what I mean? I'll say, I'm going to have a cigarette, and then I go over and I walk by the stream, and I'm gone for an hour and a half. Just sitting there staring at the water. Are you going to be okay with that? You're going to be following me? You're going to be tracking me? You're always going to be worried about me? Do I have to let you know every time I have a feeling that I want to do something for myself? I've learned how to take really good care of myself, but having that, it needs a lot of freedom to be able to do that, you know. And that came also with my kids getting older. I was able to have these kind of freedoms. Like, my kids, for whatever reason, they don't want to fucking go out and do shit either, as I say this. So, like, on Saturdays, every Saturday, I want to get dressed up and I want to go out and I want to, you know, go shopping and do shit. They never fucking want to. Now, for years, I used to wait for them, and I'd wait to see if they'd go, and I'd wait, and then I would, if I did take them, they would ruin the day, because they never really wanted to go to begin with. And then I finally realized this isn't what makes them happy. They don't want to be part of this, and if I try to force them to be part of this, they're not going to be happy doing what makes me happy. So then on Saturdays, I do it. I just get up, and I go. And I just do what makes me happy. I might be going to the thrift store. I might end up at Red Rocks, or I might go, I don't know. I really don't know, but I'm following what makes me happy, and it's never around crowds and situations like that, you know what I mean? Those things just, I used to. It's not the same when you got frequencies, you know what I mean? Energies, when you're awake. Before, you know, you didn't see people. You could just walk right. Dude, I'm seeing myself at Lollapalooza. We're talking hundreds of thousands of people, dude. It didn't even bother me. I felt great in those crowds. I felt great just to be part of them. Now, as I'm astral traveling on top of it, I'm going to puke and die. I'm literally going to fall out of the sky because of the aura that's coming out of these people. Like, seriously, if there was a fucking mosquito flying across that, they're gonna die from the fucking, you know, I'm gonna die. It wasn't always like this. You may feel disoriented, have emotional ups and downs, and even physical symptoms. That happened yesterday. Me and her, I told my daughter to come with me. I was totally ready. As soon as I got in the foyer and I fucking rode the fucking elevator, my chakras lit up and I felt like I needed to go to sleep right away. This wasn't my energy. It came over me as soon as I got out in the public, dude. I was like, this sucks. I worked through it, thank goodness. There are so many ways to meditate. So experiment and find things that work for you. Sometimes I got to keep my headphones on when I go into stores and stuff. I literally keep my headphones on to keep my frequency up. So if I'm focused on the music, you know, I'm not feeling other frequencies. There's no way to do it wrong. Yoga, Qi Gong, painting, walking are just a few examples. Hey, dude, you know what I saw today? I thought it was real until I Googled it. It was on Facebook, and it said origami ballet. I thought they were real people, but it was some AI shit. But it looked so cool. I was like, dude, this is totally trippy. This is like an acid trip.
The surgeon did origami with just 2 needles. That's how precise he did.
We can learn to protect and maintain our energy we cultivate in ourselves, not from fear, but through a healthy awareness of what is ours and what is the energy of others. And that's it. You got to know yourself, bro. I mean, it takes a long time. You got to, you know, you're filled with a lot of energies, and that's what it is. It's like, I feel everything. I had a download about this earlier. Let me think if I can remember what it was. It was something to that extent about feeling. How everything is a sensation. It's a, you know what I mean? The clear senses. It's all a feeling. How do you know? I don't. It's not a knowing. It's a feeling. I feel the truth. I feel a lie. I feel, you know what I mean, danger. I feel excitement. I feel, you know, I can feel things. That's where the knowing comes from. I know this feeling. That's what that is. Truthfully. Alright, something. As we expand our conscious, our empathy may increase. Maintaining energetic sovereignty will allow for heartfelt exchanges with healthy boundaries. Oh yeah, that woman. Ugh, that woman. She rubbed me wrong twice. That's what happened. And now it's a problem. And now I have to turn off my energy to her. Like, what happened? She's just a cunt. If you want to know the truth, she hit it well, and I didn't pay attention to her. In the essence, like, what happened? I went to go... Oh, God, this is so fucking petty as fuck, but I have to tell you the whole story to explain the actions to see how it led to this. Okay, so they have, they provide some supplies here. So one thing is toilet paper. And who the fuck wants to buy toilet paper? So anyways, I go, and there's like, I don't know, there's only about 20 rolls. Normally that's stacked up, and it's full. This whole cupboard is full, but there's only about 20 rolls right there. I go to grab my 2. And she's like, no, you can only grab 1 because we're running low. And it irritated me. I didn't say nothing. What did I do? I gave her the finger, bro. I went like this, straight in her fucking face, and walked away. Why was I bothered? Because she chose where to execute her power, and she chose the wrong one. Explain yourself. All right. If you really cared that we were running out of toilet paper, then you would have told every single person prior to me to only grab 1. You don't wait until you're out to start saving. That's idiotic. That's how I felt. Now, ultimately, she's playing God because it's not her toilet paper. There should be another box, and you work overnight, and there's nothing to do, and your bitch ass, your big fat ass should go find that box and stock the toilet paper, which somebody did, which I know it was the black dude that always stays busy at night. He found that toilet paper, and he stocked that shit, and there was a full fucking cupboard of it this morning. But you want to tell me not to take more because why? Because there's not enough, or because your fat ass is going to have to get up and fill up the toilet paper? Excuse me. I didn't say anything. I just gave her the okie dokie and walked away. Okay, bitch. Okay, bitch. This is how I felt. This all happens internally. I didn't say nothing. This is what happens internally. In a moment of seconds. Oh, you want to be funny with me because you don't want to get up and fucking fill up the toilet paper, but this ain't your fucking toilet paper, and it's going to run out, so why are you telling me no? Did you tell the person that came before me no? Or any of the people before me not to take 2? Am I being greedy? No, there's a set on our bathroom for 2 rolls. It holds 2 at a time. So I wasn't being greedy. It literally holds 2. Okay? Anyways, so that pissed me off. Okay, fine. So then this morning, I come down. There she is. She ain't left. This is her night shift. You done fucked up. You said something stupid to me before I went to bed. Now I gotta see you with my coffee. There's a big ass fucking sign on the door that says, close the door behind you, as she's sitting in front of it. Okay, so our automatic doors have gone down overnight, and she's making everybody open them and close them behind her. If we were in a regular business, any other business, bitches, they'd open the doors. They're not going to expect the clientele or anybody else to close the doors. If it was snowing, perhaps. So here comes in the new shift, right? Here comes in the new shift. It's all the new people. There's 4 more people, and then her ass. A couple of the people from the night shift. There's like this little, transition time where they're still on and they're coming on, right? She's put up signs. There's signs all over telling you to open these big-ass, heavy-ass doors and close these big-ass, heavy-ass doors every time you go out. There's not 1, but fucking 2. She wants us parents to open and close the doors every time. Why? Because it's cold. Because she didn't wear a jacket. So now we got to do all this extra shit because the doors is broken. And I come in after my coffee, and there's 2 men looking at it, and they're thinking it, but I gotta say it. It's like, you should just leave the doors open. No, but it's cold. I was like, you complain all fucking week. I didn't say fucking. You complain all week that it's hot, and now that it's cold, you'll complain, just like the humans. And both of the men were like, yep, that's right. In the essence, so, guess who's working right now? Who's down there right now? I had to walk in, I won't even look at her. Why? Because I'm already on you. So anyways, this morning I'm like, what's her fucking problem? God had to tell me her fucking problem, bro. He told me all about that bitch. All about that bitch. That's all I said is, what's her fucking problem? Oh, she got a lot of them. She got a hell of a lot of problems. A hell of a lot of problems. I have a hard time dealing with human beings, bro. Did you hear how that went down? Something that simplistic. Don't fucking talk to me, bitch. Did I have good reason to feel that way? Oh, yeah, I did. And that's where it is I have a whole higher perception. You don't know who you're fucking talking to. And it was just something that simplistic. Is that I got you sized up as, you know what I mean? You're a mustard seed in my hand right now. You're telling me not to fucking grab toilet paper because your fat ass don't want to get up and do your fucking job. I have every right to have an attitude with you, but I'm going to be Christ-like and, you know, okie dokie. I'm just breathing. It's hard for me to deal with people, bro. I know how to behave. I know what God expects of me. But I will not deny how you make me fucking feel. Now, running up at her and telling her on her face, telling her all about how she made me feel, not important. The only one that needs to know how I felt is me. How she made me feel. That's the only person that needs to know. It's for me to acknowledge how I feel about what she did and why she acting like that. And then the question is, why did you get bothered? Because I don't like to be told what to do. Okay. Fair enough. It's a little childish, but okay, we can work with that. And that's it. It comes down to something simplistic. What's your problem? I don't like being told what to do. This bitch done told me what to do. This goes back to the beginning of time, bro. I'm Lilith. Don't fucking tell me what to do. In the essence, you're not playing God to me. I'll grab 3 of these, and what are you going to do? Call the police? And I do shit like that all the time. Call the popo ho. Call your manager. Tell somebody. Call somebody who gives a fuck. You have no power and authority over me. Or the toilet paper, bitch. Or the bathrooms. Or any of this shit. And I'm constantly telling these people that, bro. You put on your little name tag, and you think you own some shit, bro. You think you're like Paul Bart, the fucking mall guy, the mall security, bro. Like, you're like really doing your fucking job with your little cape and shit. While you go home and you're literally drinking alcohol at what time in the morning? Yeah, I could see why you hate your job. You guys, you're pathetic. You know what I mean? Like, that's not a nightcap, bitch. You're an alcoholic, bitch. You're an alcoholic, bitch. Fucking shit. Anyways, going back to it, it's like, your simplistic behaviors, I mean, they set me on fire. You heard me go on fire, you know what I mean? I can blow up on anybody for the stupid shit you'll be doing. And you know what God says? Forgive them, for they know not what they do. Bitch, I know you know what you're doing. Do you know what the fuck I'm gonna make you know? You're gonna learn today! No, and that's why I'd be like, please God, I don't want to today. Please don't make me go out and be nice. Don't make me go out at all. That'll always happen. You know why? Because I smoke cigarettes and I have to go outside to smoke. Even if I had my own house, I didn't do that. I wouldn't do it in your house either. I have to go outside, but I don't want to. Healthy boundaries. Just as we keep our bodies fit and healthy, it's good to ensure our energy field is free from anything that no longer serves us. Well, I wouldn't be doing my job if I didn't say that today. Everybody catch that message? Slap on the head? Yep. That's it. That's the message I deliver every day. Leave that. That's no longer serving. I don't think you'll do it any day. Gosh. That's my karma, bro. That's my karma, bro. Played out. I have to say that every day for the rest of my life. That's crazy, right? Yeah, bro. Karma. Lame, huh? Like, will I ever stop teaching? Nope. Nope. Forever? Forever, bro. That's amazing. Shit. We all experience some level of trauma that we go through in life. The effects can stay in our aura and, if unaddressed, may influence our physical or emotional well-being. Well, I told you, that's what's going over here with these guys. Boo-hoo childhood trauma. Your fucked up dad and your fucked up mama taught you that love is drama. I don't know what they taught you, bro, but you need to retrain yourself, bro. And I heard something very important. Russ, this is to you, Allie, Marshall, all of you. I was about to sing the Bruno. This one's for you and me. Listen to me. Are you listening? You can't heal in the same place that hurt you. That's why I had to leave my house. That house was built on all of my pain and suffering, bro. All the memories of my struggle, bro. Every time he came back and abandoned me, everything in that house was a reminder of all my pain and suffering. I could not heal there. It goes back to the rest of you guys going back to your families on fucking Thanksgiving and shit. You are not healing, putting yourself back into your trauma. You are fully aware that your childhood traumatized you, and you keep re-traumatizing yourself. You keep re-victimizing yourself with these people. Sophie had a story. We all have a fucking story, bro. And she kept having to fucking sit in front of the, sit at the table with her fucking abuser too. I don't give a fuck if it was physical, sexual, mental, verbal, or emotional. These people abused you and traumatized you, and you sit there and drink tea in front of them and hold all of your repressed emotions in to keep face. Looking like a clown is what you're looking like, bro, and you're hurting yourself. All of you, I mean that. I couldn't heal my wounds with my older children without cutting them off. Every fucking time my older children would come near me, they would rip that wound right back open. Until they learned to respect that I was hurt and how to approach me properly, they were not allowed to fucking contact me. And that's it. You know what I mean? That's really the truth. And I don't answer. My son called me yesterday. I didn't answer. That's my boundary, bro. You know what I mean? And it has nothing, these are just, I have my boundaries. Like, no, I'm not going to start this conversation. I'm not going to have a conversation with you right now. And that's just it. Is like, you can't heal with unhealed people. And you definitely can't heal in the places that hurt you, with the people that hurt you. You have built kingdoms around your pain and locked yourself in, just like I did. Put up cameras and everything. Nobody can get in to save you, and you can't get out to save yourself. I'm seeing Drake too. I don't know. Who knows what's in his fucking closet? I'm not looking through yours. It's gonna be hard. These are addictions. These are addictive behaviors. You're addicted to your crowds. You're addicted to things. But the reason you're addicted to them is out of pure desperation. You don't even enjoy your addictions. You need some help. Maybe trained help, you know what I mean? A psychologist, or, some of you for actual, addictive behavioral help. But mostly you need to get away from the things that are harming you. You guys want to persecute people on drugs and alcohol, but look at your addicted behaviors where you can't stop yourselves from hurting yourselves with your own behaviors. It's not the drugs and alcohol that's hurting them. It's not facing it that's hurting them. The drugs and alcohol keep them, keep them numb while they don't face it. What do you do to numb what you're not facing? Russ poured it out on... Can I see your phone? I don't have a TikTok. My daughter says I do, but I disconnected all that bullshit. He poured it out on his TikTok, dude. He said how he made a stupid decision to become a public figure when he had all these insecurity problems that came from his childhood. And how it's making things worse. Yeah, maybe you should stop. Maybe you don't have to be this figure that they've made you. Maybe you could figure things out with your money and go have a different, find another way of creativity, another way of life. And that's not just to you, but that's to all of you. Again, I'm Lilith. I left the garden by choice. And I found the universe. And I ruled the universe. And I come to tell you you can do the same. That you don't have to play in their little fucking playground with them. I know. It's a little... much, but that's what's wrong with you, bro, is you're not taking control over your mind. Therefore, you have no control over your life. There are many ways to clear your energy field. Seeing an energetic healer or learning clearing methods you can do yourself can be so helpful when you feel dense, heavy, triggered, sluggish, or down. As soon as I said that, sometimes I'm not any of this. I'm comfortable in my, I like a cold day, bro. It felt like it was beautiful. It's like fucking 45 degrees out there. It was fucking raining, storming. I'm in fucking cozy socks and a sweater, bro. It was a beautiful day to me. Like, we had to turn off the fans. It was so chilly. I love that. That's not a bad day for me. It's a bad holiday weekend for everyone else who thought they were barbecuing. I mean, a lot of people invested a lot of money into this, but that's not what's happening. There's lots of ways for you to, what brings you joy. Maybe some of you really do need all of that. Lewis, he just needs to get out and run. Really? Yeah, he just needs to go run. He just needs to run it off. That makes him feel better. He likes to do those 5 mile runs and shit. That's all he does. He just needs his balls flapping in the wind, I guess. I don't know exactly how that works. How does that work, dude? Do your balls just be slapping your leg the whole time you're running like that? I have questions for the male figure. Anyway, some of us just need that. Some of you, that's it. I took me a really hot bath. I watched a documentary. I curled up in bed, and the only thing I didn't have was some chocolate. It was a good day, bro. Listen to some good music. Watch something good. Take care of yourself. Let the world take care of itself. Fuck the world. Fuck. I need time. Be able to kickstart a positive vibration so you can regain perspective can be a key to flowing through situations that seem overwhelming or unsurmountable. Work with the violet flame to transmute anything that is not for your highest good into love. The flame is simple to visualize as a powerful tool that can be used by anyone. Divinatory meaning. Consider your psychic toolkit. Do you have a range of accessible go-to practices for recentering? Have you heard mine? Mine's that breathing, bro. I can catch it, bro. And I can, I don't know. It's not like I stuff it down, because then I'd have to fart or something. But I can, vaporize it, I guess. For recentering, cleansing your aura, or protecting your energy, an exercise routine for psychic fitness will keep your aura strong and resilient, your energy sovereign, and your vibration high. Maintaining clear and vibrant energy will also help you see through illusions that may be blocking or disorientating you. Bring the violet flame into your meditation and self-care practices for graceful rebalancing after heightened energy levels. What does that mean? It's kind of a visualization of when you've been doing, and if this is being brought to you, then I would venture to say that some of you did some serious work this weekend. I know I did. And I just want to point out, do you see the fire candle, that it is actually violet? You know what I mean? The violet flame is meaning you've had all of these emotions, you've gone through all this shadow work and shit, and now you need to just burn it off. You visualize putting it into the fire. And that's where, that's a great meditation again, staring at candles and shit. I'm not supposed to do shit like that, so I'm very honorable about following rules. I lit them long enough to take a picture for you guys, and then I put them out. Which sucks, because I love to light candles in my bathroom, but I don't. Once I've put a rule around myself, it's real. I stick to it. Only I can break my rules. But if I believe that this is morally, I decide what is right or wrong. I decide, you know what I mean? I'll break this rule, but not that rule. Stuff like that. In the essence of, I don't want to set off a fire alarm and all of us are standing outside in the fucking cold and they see that I had I had fucking candles up here. You know what I mean? No. It takes them too long to get us back in here. I'm not breaking these stupid rules. I don't need it that badly. Truthfully. But, that's a really great one, is to light a candle, sit in front of a fireplace. Rain is another great one. Sitting out in nature. I do a lot of sage burns. I'm almost out of sage again. I do that every time I go downstairs. I typically put together some sage while I'm smoking, and I'm smoking out my car while I'm smoking. I'm usually burning sage to clear my energy while I'm smoking a cigarette, which is to clear my energy. While I'm listening to music, which is to clear my energy. These are all, I mean, all the time. And that's where you're just trying to get back to a zero level where you're chill. You can't chill all day. Watch me, bitch. Watch me show you that I can chill all day. And if I can't, then I need to work harder at chilling. Not in the sense of doing nothing, but that would be a great day. In the sense of you can't sit around physically doing nothing for too long because your mind gets into it and your conscious and your body gets antsy. You can't really do that. But a day of nothing is a great day. Trust me. Because there's no such thing as nothing. No such thing. You could sit there in bed staring at the fucking screen for 7 hours, swearing that you did nothing, but you didn't. You fully healed, took care of yourself, had amazing thoughts, got your fucking, you know what I mean, you got your spirit down, you got your fucking blood levels down, you probably got your sugar levels up. You did a lot in that nothing. And whatever you were feeding on whatever was feeding you on that screen, you know what I mean, you were feeding off of too. You were having, you know, intellectual, you know what I mean, stimulation too, as you were, you know, munching a whole series of something. If you didn't like it, you wouldn't watch it. It's feeding you. You're intrigued. You're liking this. You're interested. What did I watch? The Jonestown documentary. That was trippy. That was trippy. I felt, I don't know. In the essence, you know, I just like documentaries. I like the truth. I like understanding the truth. I don't like to watch a bunch of fairy tale bullshit. And if I do, it's usually superheroes because that's what I do. I'm a superhero. I'm not saying that I'm Wonder Woman. I'm just saying you're never going to see me and her in the same place at the same time. Just kidding. Who is Wonder Woman? Diana. It's a story. It's a joke. You got to do, you know, there's lots of practices. The violet flame, that's something I have inside where I just alchemize from inside. It's the hottest level of the flame, and it's burning through all the bullshit, bro. I'm reminded to tell you, in the Intro to Tarot Part 8, we haven't finished, I know. I can't force it, bro. The Intro to Tarot Part 8, we did a huge exercise in the 3 of Cards where you were going to write down a lot of your pain and trauma and how you felt about people. You were going to write it all down, and if you were ready, we were going to set that shit on fire. If you weren't ready to deal with those feelings, we were going to go ahead and freeze them in the back of your freezer until later. But eventually, you got to take them motherfuckers out and look at this list and really, you know what I mean, feel it. And that's the difference. How do you know when you're ready to be done? When you have nothing more to say on that piece of paper. And that's it, is you write it all down and you're like, all right, I can't look at that right now. That means you're not ready to finish this. Put it away. And when you're ready, you'll know when you're ready. Something will be like, remember that paper? Oh, God. Yep. Don't run from it. That was Kobe. Go get the paper. Start writing some more on it. This could turn into your book of shadows. One piece of paper could turn into a whole book of all your shadows that you've been hiding. And that's why I said it could be a book or it could be a grimoire. If it's just, you know what I mean? If it's done, and that's where it is. When it's done, you close the book. You never want to see it again. So what do? We set it on fire. It was all my secrets, all my pain, all my shame, all of my anger poured out on a piece of paper that I don't want to share with anyone. I'm going to burn this up into the ozone, and you know what I mean, and under the fire, and let it go. It's a ritual. Very, you know, sacred to let your pain go like that. But you can't until you're really ready to let it go. And that's where it is. You take your life's work and you're like, all right. You give this book of your life to, you know, to God, and he throws it in the fucking fire. That was my life! Go have another one. Here's a new book. You serious? I'm pretty serious. Yeah, it's pretty devastating. Your life has meaning to you. It can have some meaning to other people if you told true stories, and you walked a true life. You really walked a path that was virtuous, that people want to aspire to walk too. You know what I mean? Otherwise, no, you're a fucking lunatic. You know, you're looking at Carl Jung, he's a fucking lunatic. People didn't understand what he was doing. You know, Benjamin Franklin, Albert Einstein, fucking, you know what I mean, Joan of Arc, she's a fucking lunatic. Fuck this kid. Who the fuck is this kid? People of your time are not really good. You're not here for these people of this time. You're here for the future. You're from the future. Just trying to change time, you know what I mean? And you feel like, the timing is definitely off for sure. But this all circles back, and I'm going to end on this, is like, I know you want your life to have purpose. And it does. But some of the most purposeful things you do are doing nothing at all. This was one of the most important days I've had. Just sitting here, enjoying me and my family. Anytime we can just sit there and not need or want or chase or be unhappy or discontent, that's a good fucking day. There was too many days in this life that we didn't have that, and we wanted that. Just one day of peace. I wish things would just be okay one day. Hey, bro, be careful. You'll miss those days. Those days are fabulous, where everything's okay and that the world doesn't need you. God put you in a throne and said, you sit here. I'll take care of the world today. That's a beautiful place to be. I don't got to get out of bed today, God? Nope. I'm not going to get in trouble? Nope. You're good. I got the world today. That's a beautiful thing, you know what I mean? But the rest of you, I get what you're doing, but do you get what you're doing and why you're doing it? You don't need anybody's attention but your own. And I promise, when you give yourself all the attention you need, you'll kind of not want anybody to interrupt you. And that's what I was saying, is like, and that goes back to God being jealous. It's like, I can love myself better than you can love me. I'm going to have to train you how to love me. And that's where this self-love comes, is you learn how to take care of yourself. How to stop being dependent on others. You know what I mean? Again, it would have been nice to curl up, but that would have made me feel weird too. If I had a man, brand new first experience, and I'm going to go lay on his chest, do you think I'm going to fall asleep? Do you think I'm really going to feel comfortable enough to fall asleep when that's really what I want to do right now? Or I'm going to get in your chest and then this is going to change? Yeah, we all know how that happens. Let me see. You want to hold me from behind? Yeah. Netflix and chill is what this starts, right? In the essence, no, I'll just hold on to the pillow that isn't going to try to hold me back. Did you hear that? That isn't going to try to hold me back. That was good, right? Me and my punchlines. It goes back to Taz. Taz said something great to me. I thought about her the other day. I hope she didn't go to prison. She might have, though. Fuck. She said, girl, I don't need no man. I just be bored. I feel it. Grounding techniques and why are you doing what you're doing is what this video is all about. I did get the amazing book of Mary Magdalene yesterday. I got this amazing message Bible that I can't wait to read you because it's so much bigger than the message Bible I was reading out of. Which means it's probably further, whatever. But it also has Proverbs and Psalms in it. Oh, and it has a bunch of little writing from somebody. It says, Maggie, my dear, you're a wonder and spaz, and the coolest half-pipe wearing, what? I don't know what that is. Around. Maybe it's chick? Yeah. I love your humor and the way you love and accept people. You have great strength and awesome knowledge of who you are and what you are about. It's been my pleasure to be your friend, and I hope that continues after TJ. Congratulations to graduation. Something. It was from Beth. Yeah, no. They're still connected, and I'm not going to stop it. So then let's see here. Ooh, we do have some Old Testament. No? Let me see. If he did all of these, I'm not really sure what's in here. It says Old Testament wisdom books, Job, Psalms, Proverbs, Ecclesiastics, and the Song of Psalms. The Old Testament prophets, are they really in here? I don't know. Like I said, I'm trying to figure out how this book is so much bigger. I got Psalms. Old Testament history books, Joshua, Judge, Ruth, 1 Samuel, 2 Samuel, Kings. Is it all in here? Holy shit, guys! This is made in Colorado Springs. The guy that makes the Message Bible is from Colorado Springs. P.O. Box, Colorado Springs, Colorado. No shit, bro. Well, that could just be where they pressed it. Bring the truth to life. I don't know. That's pretty cool, right? Who needs a doctor? Maiden, Matthew, Mark. Let me just see. I bet Revelations is great. Peter, Revelations. What comes after? Yeah, go straight into the Psalms. What are Psalms? That's good for us to learn. They're the prayers of the Lord. they're reworded though in this. They're definitely reworded. It's these interpretations of it. So I got the book of Mary Magdalene yesterday, and I opened the book, and I turned into her scriptures, right? They were numbered. I'm going to go back to where it is. And I looked down at 1, 2, 3 on this page, right? I turned straight into it. It's, I don't know, on page 148. Listen to this. That's all I said. I saw all these numbers of scriptures, right? Scriptures. And I read number 1, 2, 3. Mary said, if Christos can appear as a male, then surely Christos can appear as a female. Those who deny holiness and womanhood do not understand holiness and manhood, or womanhood, but are solely bound to ignorance. Do not believe the father of lies. Believe in the mother spirit, whose name is the Spirit of truth and the Comforter. Wasn't that great? There's a lot of it in here. I can't just jump in. We have to literally tell all of it. Some of the pages are stuck together. But it's really interesting because it's like the witness of the gospel in nature. It talks about how, I just read, I kind of went through it real quick, just looking at the headlines to it. And it really just talked about her power with nature and her, it just seems like Buddha, bro. That she was out spreading just like Buddha, just like Aradia. I'm interested in it. I'm very interested in it. And then we got our candles yesterday. I got those at the at the thrift store for $1 each. They were brand new. They're all the elements. I have a few of them in my car that I use for. I have 4 elementals that I use for different ceremonies. The same exact candles. So I was impressed with that whole situation. Got a bunch of oils last night too and stuff. We're getting ready for our new season. Normally I do a huge teaching, and that's where I was like, I have over how many cards of light? Like 20 light cards here that I usually go through. Plus we go through our religions, and we've got so many right now. I haven't forgot them. I'm looking at them like, what the fuck? We also got the brand new book of Carl Jung and Understanding the Pictorials of Your Mind. We have a lot of information to get started on this new season, but we have to end a season before we can get into it. Oh yeah, that's who I was reading about yesterday, was Levi. Symbols of totality. Yeah, these are all, they're all symbols. It's quite interesting. There's a lot of pictures in here, pictorials and stuff. Whoa. I'm 177. Can you do that fast? I can. I can just look at it and tell you which way to go. Why? Because I can feel it. I can feel which way they go. Seriously? I don't know. I just feel it like a rat. I'm really good at that kind of shit. It's just an inner feeling. It's an inner knowing. With psychic abilities and stuff. The process of individualization. There's a lot of great stuff. Symbols of transcendence. And this is all beyond your conscious, dude. Apollyon religion of Greece and stuff. I'm gonna take you guys further into your understandings and keep up our healing and all of that. But today's main focus is that becoming aware of what are your intentions, and seeing if you can redirect your energy. I don't think so yet. Let's just start with the fact of questioning everything you're doing. Why am I doing this? What do I hope will happen? You'd be surprised how desperate you are, that you're really just out there begging. Yeah, let's cook those. It's for 400 for, it's not on there. I know, it's stupid, right? Alright, look, guys, marketing is stupid, right? Let me tell you. If you buy the Gordon's fish sticks in a 24 or 32 pack, it comes with the freaking air fryer instructions. But if you buy an 18 pack or littler, there's no air fry instructions. Which means what? They're forcing you to buy bigger packs. So I took the air fry instructions from the bigger pack and it works. 400 for 10 minutes. You're serious? Yeah, bro, they're lying to us. You're serious? Go to the store. I swear to God, bro. I swear to God. The same pack has instructions. You can cook these fish sticks in an air fryer if you buy more. That's a lie, bro. You ask that many... I notice things, bro. They're lying to me. Meaning, I went to grab some and I'm like, we don't need this many. Right? So I go to grab them, but then I bring them home and I realize they don't have the same instructions, but the other ones did. What's going on here? So I had to break the code, but they're fucking lying to you. Yeah, cook them all. I want some. We're having fish. It's Hecate. We don't ever have real fish around here. We don't really have real food around here to begin with. That's all, folks. That's all. You disgust me. But don't feel bad. I mean, I'm pretty disgusted by mankind all the time. And if there was a silver lining, as Bobby always says, my feelings tend to change from time to time. But if you keep acting like this, no, I'm only going to hate you more. I mean, I feel like, you know, there's this common feeling that I have for Russ that ends up spreading towards everyone. Why? Because you end up acting just like him. You're like all quiet and shit. It's like, what is your... I mean, you don't understand, guys. I already dealt with all this with him. I had to walk away from him dealing with these things. I'm not going to deal with it with you. If I would deal with it, I'd go back and deal with Russ. And after 3 years and all the shit I put into it, it'd be more worth it. No, if I won't accept it out of him, I will not accept it out of you. That's gross behavior, bro. Both of you. All of you. They're not limited to these two. I just don't want to spread this fucking... I don't want to spread this net any further, dude. Because I could literally just pull you all into it and drown you. In your own fucking, you know what I mean? Your own flaws. Just become aware of it. And that's what I told him. You're never going to find love looking for lust. You're going to get STDs, bro. That's where fucking AIDS came from, was fucking having sex with fucking people in third world countries that didn't use protection. And you're just fucking sticking your tongue down their throat. You might be wrapping your dick up, bro, but you're not covering your mouth when you're sticking it in their butt and shit. Don't act like you're not a filth ball, bro, and that you're not putting your physical body in fucking danger. These are fucking countries where they're not even fucking aware of sexually transmitted diseases. They don't know what gonorrhea or syphilis or chlamydia is. That smell that comes off of them has always been the smell, and they don't know that that's unhealthy. That's gross, bro. And then a real woman isn't gonna fuck with you when they see that you've been doing this shit. Nobody wants to marry Kim Kardashian, bro, when she smells like fucking Kanye's leftover fucking balls. And then have to raise Kanye's kids. In the essence, you're gonna get stuck with Kanye fucking with Kim. And that goes back to you guys and all your exes and shit, bro. You got all their fucking numbers still in your phone, and just absolute disrespect, bro. You want someone new to come into your life and you're holding on to all the old? You're friends with your exes and you want me to be there? No, 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 no. Goodbye. Goodbye. I know you guys are used to dealing with lower class people, but, you know, we're stepping up our game around here. Right? This isn't low vibration anymore. I'm going to teach you what high vibration is. And in order for you to actually be high vibration, you're going to have to take the actions. They're not words. You don't have high vibing words. You have high vibing actions that speak, you know, louder than the words. So right now you guys are in some very low vibing actions. You're out there. Oh, let me show you something really cool. My daughter gave me this. She got it as a gift, a graduation gift. It's like, that's the only thing I didn't have. I've got who's this and what's it galore. What is it? It's a crystal. You're supposed to hang it in front of the sun, and it'll reflect the fragments into the room. Most people hang them off of their dashboards, off of their rearview mirrors. I've got enough voodoo hanging there. I don't need the sun glaring me in my face. Isn't that cool? That's what we are. We're a fragment of light, guys. This is God. And we're just a fragment of him that shines a different color, a horse of a different color. Isn't it pretty cool? It's pretty. I could stare at it for a long time. And it is. It's, you know, you're supposed to put it under the sun and it'll reflect, you know, the rainbow. Taste the rainbow. Cool, huh? Got a little gift. That's all I have for you. And again, I didn't really have much for you. I just got irritated with his behaviors. But, you know, in that I found healing. I found a way to heal others through his weak behaviors. It's doing nothing for him. He's trying to pull me back in, but all he's doing is pushing me further and further away. And that's what happens when you try. I told you not to try. You guys are going to have to learn that the hard way. You don't try. You just do. It's a just do it. If you want me, then you come get me. You don't try to get me to chase you. You don't try to get me to like you. You don't try to get to know me. If you want to know me, you do it. That's what that means, you know what I mean? And that's for the rest of you guys. You're not trying to better your life. Do it. You know exactly what it takes. This isn't a, you know, I'm going to work on it forever. No, you start making actionable moves that are literally changing your life. It might not look so put together, but we can see that you're changing it as you're doing it. Russ, I have no respect for your album. Trying to say that you took this journey into your, you know, out of your comfort zone. You look pretty fucking comfortable to me. Oh yeah. Christian, do you have TikTok?
Yeah.
Come here, give me your TikTok for a minute. I want to show everybody this.
What?
Yeah. I want to show them this, dude. This is pathetic, bro. This is sad. This is sad, bro. This is sad. Give it to me. This is sad ass shit, you guys. Your phone's about to die? Why are you out here with it and it's about to die? Did you delete it? You better not have deleted it, you bitch. You bitch. Hold on, guys. I don't know if I can get in trouble for doing this, but you gotta see this. This is horrible.
What is profoundly ironic to me is that I chose a life as a public figure without realizing that I harbor the fear of being seen and being perceived. It wasn't until like the last couple of years that I realized that like overly critical parenting had fostered this fierce perfectionism in me, making me just feel like I have to be absolutely flawless to be valued, to be good enough. And then you mix that with the period in my career where I was like extremely hated, judged, critiqued, and it just like became a super destructive cocktail. It kind of left like a spiritual scar that made me just become stagnant. Like, nah, I don't want more success because that's going to heighten my need to be perfect. No thanks, I'm good. And this album cover kind of just like looks like what fucking fear feels like. And yeah, just wanted to share that. What is profoundly ironic?
What do we have to say about that, bro? He's fully aware that his lifestyle feeds into his problem. But he won't stop the lifestyle, and he can't change the problem.
Dude, I saw this little boy doing push-ups in the hallway. He was like struggling to that.
Dude, watch me do a push-up. I struggle too.
Alright,
with that being said, as he said, he only became aware of this in the last couple of years, that this stemmed from, you know what I mean, over critiquing parents. His parents trying to push him to be something, over perfecting, you know what I mean? He had to be this, or he could not receive love. He wasn't accepted if he was not this. And now he's constantly trying to get that, not only from his mother and father, but from the entire world now. The world is his platform that he begs from. And, you know, I only make it worse, I assure you, as I'm constantly critiquing him and pointing out all of his flaws. I trigger him all the time. We both do that. But in the essence, is he learning from this? Or is he literally just giving into it? And that's what he did, you know what I mean? As much as he posted that yesterday, today he was like, look at my song. And he had to share every clip. He couldn't just tell you to go watch the interview and see his freestyle. He's got to show you every clip of it. Well, did you like this part? But what about this part? But what about this part? But what about this part? He won't do anything unless it's okayed by you. He had to run, you know what I mean? He had to run a poll to find out which cities to go on tour. He's got to run a poll to find out which song people like the most. He can't take rejection, is what all of this means. Guys, you're not going to make it through this world if you can't take that. It's not a good feeling, but you've got to let it be. Kanye doesn't want to be rejected. Marshall doesn't want to be forgotten. You know what I mean? Lewis don't want to be left alone. They're real men with real feelings, and they really deny their feelings. What's worse is they deny the fact that they're in control of them and that it's their very lifestyle that's keeping them from the things that make them happy. Oscar, you know what I mean? You're just as fucked in the relationship as fucking Marshall or me, bro. Just because you're getting pussy doesn't mean that you're getting love, bro. And that's what both of us could do. Marshall could get laid as much as Lewis and me, bro. We could go pull him, bro. But truthfully, we don't even want to get that close. Just because you could stick your dick in them and not be emotionally fucking available doesn't give you any power, bro. We truly know that we can't get that close without becoming emotionally available, so we'll sacrifice our own fleshly desires to get off, to stay, you know what I mean, safe. Lewis could have any woman, or any man if he wanted, but that involves him having to get close to a person and become vulnerable and to be taken advantage of. You don't have that because you're just getting close to people to take advantage of them. You're not a victim of any of this. You're a perpetrator. You know what I mean? And this is because you like to be in control. Well, you're fucking with the Lilith, bro. That was never going to work. You have no control. You've lost all control of your manhood by chasing bitches like this. And by letting bitches ride you like this, bro. And that goes back to Russ, bro. He lost all fucking control of his manhood. You know what I mean? Letting the industry ride him like this, and his bitch ride him like this, and his parents ride him like this. He's not riding shit, bro. He's getting rid. They're on his back and on his ass, bro. They're in his pockets. They're on his face, bro. He can't move. Talk about George Floyd. They're on his fucking neck, and he can't breathe. Because he can't take it. Lord forbid that he didn't stand up to their standards. He wasn't the best guy. He didn't have all this money. He wasn't what his parents said he had to become, or what he has to be for his girlfriend. I love you, Russ. I wish I could help you, bro. I've been trying for years. But only you can make a decision to walk out of your own hells. And that's all of you. You're like, I don't know what I'm gonna do. I know. You're not supposed to know. You're supposed to let God do it for you, dickhead. You know how to get out. Yeah, I'll have some, but not right this second. Let him sit for a minute. You let God take care of it, bro. You're not supposed to take care of it. You take care of the hard work, which is what? Getting out. That's the hardest thing. You couldn't find your way out, bro. That's what you gotta do. God can't get you out. He can get you a new lover. He can get you a new job. He can get you a new car. He can do all that. He can't get you out. He can't get you to walk away from drugs and alcohol. He can't get you to walk away from bad relationships. He can't get you to leave fucking, you know what I mean, public fucking, you know, responsibilities and dictatorships. He can't get you to do these things. He can't get you to walk away from that's no longer serving you. He can dangle a big fat fucking, you know what I mean, steak in front of you, or I guess, you know, I don't know what Lewis eats. What do you eat? Tofu? I don't know what you go for. I don't know what your favorite vegetable is. You know what I mean? You're a carrot there, Mr. White Rabbit. He tries to. He tries to show you that he'll give you anything if you'll just get out, but you don't want to get out. You want to stay in it, and you want to thug it out. You think that there's some kind of reward for your suffering. Nobody's benefiting off your suffering but those around you. God doesn't want that for you. And I don't. I may have thought I could have helped them, you know what I mean? Like, if I was your girlfriend, I could help you. Now, I step back from being your girlfriend. I step back from being your mother. I step back from being your priestess. I step back from even being your friend and realize I can't help you. I can guide you, but only if you're going to go on that trip by yourself. Russ says that, you know, this whole album is about taking that trip. He's tripping, bro. He's fucking tripping. He hasn't left his nest yet. Jonica's the same girlfriend that he had back in 2021. They were off when I started talking to him. But then he started writing love music, and she came on real hard after that. He's never had another girlfriend. He still lives in the same house he bought when he had money that his parents have keys to. And it's just everybody. His only friend was his brother. Russ doesn't have friends, guys. He doesn't have colleagues. He doesn't have anyone, bro. He's locked in this kingdom. And as sad as you think he is, so is Marshall, bro. Marshall had friends that he kept from childhood that they never let go of. He never really let any other friends in. He doesn't go hang out with Big Sean or fucking Logic or anyone. He doesn't have new friends. Drake, locked away in his house now. Everybody turned on him. You hear that thunder? Damn. You gotta break free from your own prisons, bro. Nate hasn't left his house since he came back from tour. It's like Johnny Cash, bro. He won't come out. He's not making music. Nobody knows what he's doing. He's just suffering in there. Just dying. We gotta live, guys. We can't just be content with dying. I can't stop any of them. All I can do is make them aware. And if they won't listen, then they won't. But I hope somebody else is aware of what we're seeing. And that's it. We're supposed to mirror each other, learn from each other. Oh, I know somebody that touched that. We're not supposed to touch that. And that's really what it is, okay, well, I'm going to touch it and find out for myself. Okay. Well, learn, and then fucking learn your lesson, dude, and move on. Again, yeah, I saw that video. That hurt me. I was sad for him. I'm always sad for him. If I'm not mad, I'm sad. I'm usually just sad. And then, you know, it's just disappointing. And then Marshall, he's doing no better. All weekend, he's just begging for attention about the Slim Shady album. It's old, bro. 25 years old. How old do you feel, bro? That made me feel old. That made me feel old, bro. Like, I was my daughter's age fucking listening to that shit. I'm old. You're fucking old. You're 10 years older than me. You're as old as the dirt. No, that would be me, as Lilith. But still, what the fuck, bro? Like, let's literally just... You're just playing every song like we don't know every fucking song. What, you think the new people are gonna listen to it? The younger generation wants to listen to the old Slim Shady? You want him to get hyped on a guy that doesn't exist anymore? A way of life that isn't allowed anymore? It's not true, bro. That was a high school reunion for old people. The only people that got excited on that's gonna buy that, is people that have been fucking with you for 25 years. Which in essence, you know, people that are getting ready to die. Your crowds are dying, Marshall. They're dying with your attitude. When I die, play some Eminem. Well, that's nice. That's nice. It's true, bro. Accept your age. Accept the reality. Accept the end of that life and move on. God, there's no way. I know for a fact, bro. There's no way that Pac would be out here like fucking you guys rapping like this. He would have done great things by his 30s. He would have changed. He would have been he would have been Lewis, but without the job. He'd have been all over, bro. He would have been all over. And he would have been, you know what I mean? He would have been opening schools. He would have been, shit, he might have created a utopia. He was all about saving the blacks. He was all about equality. He wasn't, the music was just a platform, bro. It wasn't all he had. It was a way to give all he had to the world. And that was Kobe, bro. He wasn't just a basketball player, bro. He channeled all of what he was through basketball. If I was to say that Eminem, that's all he is what is his music, then there's no reason that he should deserve any love as a human being. If all he was his works, just another rapper, I know he wants you to think he's the best rapper that ever was, but that's just his own, Russ mentality, where he needs to prove to, himself and others as a white rapper that he's better than black rappers. Never, never, ever going to be an actual conversation had. You can't take two different flavors of meat and say that one's better than the other. It's just meat. It's dumb. It's like trying to compete with two different vegetables. Listen here, VeggieTales. Now, if you wanted to compete against other white rappers, okay then, we might have a conversation to be had. Do other white rappers want to compete with you? No, they want to be you. So you're the one building this competition in your head that's not real. And that goes back to Lewis. Lewis is chasing the younger generation now, bro. How do you go from being the king to a knight? He's literally chasing their tailpipes. That's crazy to me. These kids grew up learning how to drive from you, and now you're sitting there chasing them around the track. Why? Because you just didn't accept the change. It's dumb. And that's exactly what Marshall's doing in his music. Chasing these new kids on the block. Trying to fucking sound like the new kids on the block. Always trying to sound like the relevant rap. Let it go, bro. Let them have their time. Let them shine without you trying to fucking stick your 50-year-old fucking face in the conversation, bro. That goes back to you too, Kanye. Just stop. Accept the ending and do something new with your lives. I know you don't know what to do. God has a plan, and that's where you really have purpose. Right now you have no purpose. You're just begging for attention. And that's nearly all of you on Instagram, Facebook, fucking TikTok, Pinterest, all the other fucking Discord, all of that. You're begging for people's attention. Why? Because if you have enough of them, it's going to make you some money, I guess. Think about it. I'd like to be known for something a little bit more, wouldn't you? Than begging. I'm saying Derek's mom. It's like, really, Derek? Really? You're begging people to come check out your channel? You're so fucking pathetic. Okay, let me help you out here. Shout out to Derek's mom. Hey, laters. Derek's mom has got it going on.